Check us out. Check us out in our new location right now. Check us out.
This is welcome to our friend's place.
You don't know where we are. We don't know where we are.
We're very, we're roaming.
We're roaming.
We're nomads.
For those that are following the podcast, we have fled America in light of the upcoming presidential election with a choice between Mussolini or Lady Macbeth. We have fled America and are going to Canada. Or Jenna's filming a TV show in Canada and we have to move there while she's filming. Whichever one is more politically
However you
correct.
want to read
However you want to read it. Either we fled America during the zombie apocalypse, or we are going there while Jenna shoots a show. We're going to Canada while Jenna shoots a show. So we are in different locations all the time. You'll never really know where we are. But here's the thing. We're at a friend's house. And here's what I want to understand, Jenna.
Okay.
How did that water ring get on the table that we're sitting at? It's a very nice table.
Why you gotta out me on camera, yo? Jesus.
So I walk
Look do you see all these things?
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
You did the ring, the water ring.
That you can barely see. You have to be in just the right light to see it. And I did everything I could to avoid it, and still yet I managed to put a ring on my friend's table.
What's the deal with when you know you're supposed to...
Oh my God. I have a problem.
You know you're supposed to be like gentle or not fuck something up, you get kerfuffle.
I get the worst. I become the most accident-prone idiot who has no coordination or an IQ. Whenever someone's super serious about their shit not getting damaged, or you put that on me about their shit not getting damaged, you're like, now listen, they really like to keep their stuff good, like don't fuck it up. I get like,
I can't even have you doing this.
Like,
if
I'm
someone
the worst.
If someone said, here's a glass, put it over there, there'd be no problem. If someone said to you, here's a rare Russian
I drop
egg
it and shatter it to
that's worth
pieces.
1 million pieces, set it over there. You drop
My
it.
hand would go like this.
You would immediately throw it on the ground.
Not throw it. I would just be like, oh my God, my muscles, my fingers suddenly stopped working.
I've seen you
What
do it a million
happened?
times when someone says, here, this is kind of delicate. You're like, your fingers curl in like you.
It's weird.
You get totally tardo.
I hate that term, but I become accident prone and uncoordinated.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I was like really looking at it yesterday going, what is my deal? Because anywhere, and I respect nice stuff. We have nice stuff. Like I like nice things.
Yeah.
But the second there's like an added importance to protect how nice their stuff is, I get like,
I knew.
it's weird.
So here's the thing. So I was out of town. You were already here.
Oh.
And I was thinking in my head, she's going to fuck something up there. I can feel it. Now,
I mean, I've created a bad reputation, and you have no faith in me. It's
no.
like a really double-edged
so I
sword here.
thought, well, I don't want to tell her that because that's really a mean thing to say don't fuck up anything there. That sounds like an overprotective child. Or an overprotective parent talking to a child. Okay? So I thought, don't do that. So then I get here, within seconds of walking in the door, she's like, a ring, I got a ring, a water ring on the table. And I went, well, I knew you were going to do that. I didn't know what to do about it.
Do you know that when it happened, I went, Bodhi knows I'm going to fuck something up. Bodhi knows I'm going to... And I could feel your like waves, your thought waves across the country going like, take good care of his shit.
But here's the thing. What should I do when I just want the stuff to be taken care of?
Well, look, you doing that didn't make me not do it.
What should I have
that was
done?
not a successful...
I like how it's all about what other people should do so you don't...
No, I'm trying. I honestly don't know how to solve my situation. I just think I can't get that serious about...
No, shouldn't get serious.
The physical, material world. Like, I respect stuff, but I'm not going to fucking worship it.
No, it's not worshiping it.
No, but people get worshipy about their shit. They get like, this is the most beautiful. And they think that they're not our friend, but I've observed this in people. I'm totally not talking about our friend right now. He just wants his shit to be taken care of, and that I respect.
Same
but
as
there
me.
are people who like, I think it goes to the like an extreme degree where their material objects and the beauty and identity of them is their identity.
Yes.
And they have their identity so closely approximated to the...
Associated with their material world.
That if something happens to the material world, it's as if something has happened to their soul.
Yep.
To them, personally and spiritually, and their identity has been like slayed.
They feel that if they're anything in the physical universe, their possessions have been damaged, they have been damaged.
Right.
Yeah, I got
Or
it.
if something... Yeah. So that's not me. I'm not like that. I probably should.
So
maybe,
you wanted to
I can't
solve this?
Wrap my head around it.
You wanted to solve it. I think it's in that area of that you get so.
I protest
You
it.
protest.
It's the protest.
Oh, and when you
That's what
protest
it is.
something,
when I protest,
you
fucking,
fall.
I'll break shit. I fall. I'll drop something. I'll bang into something. I trip.
If I say to Jenna, if I ever say something to Jenna that she has a protest on or doesn't like, she'll immediately trip, fall, kick
Bang
something
my
over,
toe, stub my toe.
immediately. To where in our marriage, if she stubs her toe or bangs
It's
into something,
right
I say,
on the heels of
I say, okay, what did I say that you're protesting right now?
that you disagree with.
That
or
you disagree
whatever.
with, because it's immediate. Like if I say, I think we should be there at noon. She's like, no, we should be there at 11. And I'll be like, noon is fine. Bang. Okay, Jenna, we'll be there at 11.
Yeah, it's true. Like
That's how it is.
No, 100% of
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
I'd really like to adjust that mechanism.
It's so funny.
I'd like to get on top of that one
It's so
because
funny.
it's awkward and uncomfortable for me to have such a dumb.
No, it's great because it's immediate. It's
immediate.
It's
I mean, there's no
immediate.
subtlety or nuance or mystery about
You
me.
don't build up any quiet resentment. You just immediately shatter a glass, bang your toe, knock over a table. I'm like, okay, let's fix this right now.
I know.
It's immediate.
I really. Well, I mean, how do I have to find a way to admire, respect for the material possessions of shit. I don't know. I have a thing where I just I love to. If I have something, I want to treat it the way I want to treat it,
Yeah.
which doesn't mean worship it.
Right.
I can't bring about within me at all. There's nowhere within me to worship material
Right.
objects.
I get it. Here's my dilemma.
Oh, this is minty chocolate. This is
I
good.
told you you were going to be excited by this. I was so excited to give it to you. It's my endangered species minty chocolate. Okay, so here's my dilemma, which goes on all the time. Since the day I met you, you have been very extroverted and out and not like
I'm gangly.
no, like extroverted and out, not like all. You're not an introverted person.
I'm
You've
not
never,
a neurotic-y
never have been an introverted, neurotic, which is the great yin and yang of our marriage. Is I'm a neurotic Jew and she's an extroverted shiksa. Okay, so but you will knock things over, fall, trip, and I've had this
Spill.
dilemma in my head since we met of what do I do to take precautions from it? So
Put a helmet on me and
so no, the first few years was
wrap the area in plastic.
the first few years I was worried about you, and then after a while I went, okay, even if she falls out of a fire escape, which she did,
Barefoot.
fell out of a fire escape because she protested.
That was a protest.
I know.
Well, you were being an asshole.
No, I was
So
just flirting with a girl.
protesting.
What happened? I was just flirting with a girl.
That's called an asshole, I'm pretty sure. Because he was in front of me.
I was on a fire escape in an old apartment of ours, and with a group of friends from the apartment, and there was a girl across the way, in a balcony in another apartment complex, in her bathing suit, combing her hair, talking to us. I had nothing to do with this.
There's a group of guys on the balcony.
Yeah.
I left to go to the bathroom, and then I was going to come back out because we all had just had lunch and they were, I don't know, going out for a cigarette or something.
So I see this girl talking to us in a bathing suit.
In her bikini, I think we talked about this on an
Yeah.
early podcast, but she's like, so what are you guys doing today? Brushing her hair, balcony to fire escape. And I walked out and was like, what the fuck?
And went right through.
Whoa! And the fire escape, that the ladder goes down to the ground, and it had just an open hole, and I somehow fit through it.
This is the thing.
Thank God I didn't conk my
These are
head
the things
and
that I've
knock
seen in
myself
my life.
unconscious.
So I'm sitting there and I'm talking, and the girl is talking to us, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, ah, shit. Jenna's gonna come back from the bathroom. She's gonna see Bingus over here combing her hair and flirting with us. I don't want anything to do with that. So I turn away from her and turn my back on her, which means I'm facing the entrance to where you're about to appear.
I know, but I wasn't looking at that. I just saw
Right.
her.
So
I
I
also
saw the-
protest on her.
I saw the whole thing in slow motion. So I'm turning around so I can I was like, I don't want anything to do with this. And all I see is Jenna come out on the fire escape and go what the? Straight down. And you went straight fucking down to the ground. Ballerina training made you land on your feet, but then landed on her feet and then howled in pain. So I knew something had cracked or broken. So I'm in a dilemma because I went, okay,
How do you get down to
how
me?
do I get down to Jenna? The fastest way is to jump down too, but that's 15 feet.
Yeah, that was
on
dangerous.
my wife, and I could land on her and kill us both.
Yeah.
Or a really long run around the entire block of the building to get to the alley that leads the entrance to the back of the building. I had to do this long run, and several of the people.
By the way, none of them came out. It was only you. No, it was only you. They're still looking at Bikini Girl.
Oh no, they were down there saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And you were like,
"You were the only
ground.
one who came down."
Well, I was your boyfriend. What the hell it's none of their job. Anyway, so I don't remember what happened, but I remember you broke your foot.
I didn't break it.
What did you do to it?
I don't know, but it hurt for a long time.
Think it could have been a break?
No. I think because if it was broken, I wouldn't have been able to move it, and I could move it. But it was, maybe it was some hairline fracture. I don't know. I couldn't wear shoes for like a while.
So for a long time, since I met you, I've had this thing of like, what do I do when I know you're going to protest something? And I don't want to be protective, but sometimes I find myself like going like, okay, I got to like watch glasses around you or things, but I don't want to be that guy. But then if I don't and I just ignore it, you spill it.
It happens anyway.
Yeah. So
here's
what do I do?
It happens
Help
anyway.
Me. Help me help you.
If I could help myself.
Help you.
If I could help myself.
It is kerfuffle fuck. I don't know what to do sometimes. It's kerfuffle fuck. I don't know. Sometimes don't know how to be your husband because I'm like, she's going to knock something over.
I know.
I don't want it to knock over. I don't want to be overprotective. I just want to go away. Can I just go away? And when she's knocked it over and cleaned it up, apologize to the person, paid for their carpet. I'll come back when it's all done. I mean,
I'm kerfuffle fuck. I don't know.
No, you're not.
But see that scratch? I didn't do that. So other people created
I'm not getting
phenomena
don't
on the table.
Don't defer it. Help me help you.
I'm just saying.
Help me help you. What is the right thing to do? Is it to ignore it? Do I just say, I don't care?
Well, look.
Do I go through life going, I don't care? It's like, fucking, as like explosions are happening, blueberry juice is spilling on rare rugs, vases from China are breaking. Do I just be like, do I just go through life like, I don't care? My wife's very extroverted. She's an extrovert. And I just walk through life just going, yeah, my wife is just an extrovert. She's
clean up behind me.
She's just out of her body, man. And I'm like, do I just walk around with like a checkbook? And I'm like, I don't want to hear about it. Just tell me the cost. Sign checks. I just have a checkbook with signed checks. And I'll be like, just fill in the amount. I don't want to know about it.
How much?
Yeah. What do I do? What do I do, sweetheart?
Well, look, it happens whether you stress and emanate paranoia about it.
Because I thought for a while it was me.
Like, it happens regardless.
Yeah. I thought it was me for a while. And then I realized, no, there's so many instances where it happens away from me and I'm nowhere around. Like the house where the dog peed in, the house where the kid peed in, all under your watch.
I know.
Or things spill.
I don't even deny it. I'm not even denying it.
Okay, can I like in our
help me
in one of the places that we're staying at on the white carpet there was a big stain and I walked in. It was
coffee drips, wasn't it?
It was coffee drips.
I spilled coffee and I just never got to it.
It's the only stains in the entire house that this person
because it's white carpet. So
there's globulets of coffee drips and I went
white carpet. Fuck, I'm gonna spill something. Why does it have to be white? That means I'm going to spill something.
Do you remember early on in our when we first got together?
Not yell?
Sorry. Do you remember early on when we first got together that I
spilled coffee on your white t-shirts.
My white t-shirts, all of them.
Anytime I borrowed one of his white t-shirts, be it their Hanes shirts, they're a dime a dozen.
When I was a kid, they were my white t-shirt. They were my Calvin Klein
if I was
Hanes.
wearing his white shirt, I would spill coffee on it.
Immediately.
If I was wearing my own, I wouldn't.
Jenna.
It's because it was his and because it was white.
And because I liked him.
Because he had an importance on it. And that's why I liked wearing it.
You're walking around as a kid and as a young man. You got your white t-shirt on and your Levi 501s. You look like a Jewish James Dean. You don't want big fucking coffee stains down the front. How does that play into the aesthetic? I have a signature look. T-shirts with the sleeves rolled up.
Maybe it's my boobs.
I'm a Jewish James Dean. What do I do about this?
I don't know. I don't know how to help
I've
myself.
had this dilemma since the day we met. When you first...
Well, it's embarrassing that I was 19 then and I'm now... And like, I still have this problem.
I don't know what to do. I've had an introversion about it going like, yeah, she's gonna spill or fuck something up, and I don't want to be the one. And then I find myself being like overprotective, and I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. Who the fuck wants that guy? Like, oh, watch it.
Well, because it happens if you say nothing. So I'd rather not have the.
I must have prevented 25 to 40% of it throughout our 27 years together.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Uh-uh.
Well, I definitely didn't prevent. It's the table, nor the coffee stains on the ground.
Right. I know it's a problem.
Not because I'm sitting there. I'm going. I fucking adore you, but I don't like things destroyed.
I don't
like pain.
either.
I don't like paying for things destroyed.
I don't either.
I don't like apologizing to my friends of things that you have destroyed.
I don't
or
either.
having. What do I do?
I don't know. I don't know, because if I knew, I wouldn't do it. It's not like I know what I'm. It's not like, oh, well, I like destroying other people. Shit makes me. It's like I don't know why I'm so protesty about the.
Here's what I think.
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't ever raised with nice stuff. Like we didn't have a lot of money. We had stuff to live. We didn't have like nice stuff.
Did you ever get in trouble when you were a kid for stuff like this?
Nope.
Right. I didn't think you did.
Nope.
Did it happen when you
Because
first
it
met
didn't
me?
fucking matter. We were getting shit at.
Did it happen when you first met me? Did I become like because it happens away from me, things I have nothing to do with?
Either it didn't happen before I met you because I wasn't ever around seriousness about respecting material objects, or no one in my house gave a shit if it happened, because sometimes accidents happen. Sometimes things happen. No one gave a shit. It was like, oopsie, it's all right. We'll clean it up. No big deal. Oh, that's a stain. It's all right. I mean, I was never made wrong, or like, there's a fucking stain on the fucking table. No one ever like had a fucking hissy about it. It was like
that protest. That's the thing that we have to handle. It's the protest.
Yeah, it is. I protest people getting too like about their stuff,
and so you kind of give it a little.
Yeah, so you're like, you shouldn't be that way. But it's not conscious.
Oh my God, I fucking adore you. I love you so much. You're a cutie.
I'm really like going. But when I'm around people with nice stuff, I'm like, oh, they have nice stuff. That's nice. And then I wish I didn't destroy my shit. And I'm like, I want to be more like that. And then I go, nope, that's dumb. Don't be more like that. I don't think I can. And then I go, but then I destroy it. It's a conundrum. Look, of all the conundrums in life,
it's a small conundrum.
It's a silly conundrum.
It's a silly conundrum.
But it's kind of the only big conundrum I have. I don't have many conundrums.
I said to you earlier today, I said, you don't have very many faults in this world. I have a lot of faults. You have almost none. But the one or two that you do have,
they're messy.
No, you have no recognition that they're there.
Well, I do about this one now.
Yes. But I mean,
what's my other one?
That occasionally
I'm full of shit.
You will be totally full of shit.
I copped to it yesterday.
And because you're so often not full of shit, you mind fuck me. See, I'm so full of shit so often that I don't get away with being full of shit because everyone knows I'm full of shit.
I can't call you on it all the time, or I'd be picking on you every 30 seconds for being full of shit.
You're almost never full of shit, but
Moo just nodded yes, by the way.
Sometimes.
Fist pump, Moo. Poof.
Sometimes you're completely full of shit, but maintain the air and dignity of someone who's never full of shit. And then I walk away going,
I know, I get it under the radar.
Yeah.
I squeeze my full of shitness in under the radar. And and I'm a really good actress, so I'm just kind of like,
and you get very...
I Jedi you away from it and change the subject so that you don't call me on my full of shitness.
And take the kind of air of someone who's never full of shit and do little things of like, you'll do a thing where like, this is just you being full of shit. And I'll walk away going, oh yeah, it's because I'm full of shit. And then later on, I'll be like, hey, wait a minute. hey, wait a minute.
I know. I really noticed that recently.
It's not in many areas.
I'm doing like, I'm full of shit. Like I'm full of shit right now. Like I'm totally lying and I am full of shit, but it's not about important things.
No.
Like on the stuff that you wouldn't want someone to be full of shit about and you would not want someone lying. Right. I'm straight up truth.
Yeah. It's little.
Is the word
is it picayunies? Is the fucking word picayunies? Picayune. I've been using that word for a long time, but I feel like I use it wrong.
It's the non-consequential shit that I'm full of shit about.
Right.
Like we were driving yesterday. I don't remember. And I said, just so you know, you were like, turn here. Oh, you were like, turn here. I said, I know. And you're like, okay, well, I just didn't know if...
and you make mistakes while driving, like wrong turns or forget to do things all the time.
Do you know why? Do you know when I make mistakes while driving?
Because you're worried about me?
No, you're talking to me and distracting me.
Okay.
Every time I make a wrong turn is when I'm either on the phone with you. I've made so many wrong turns while on the phone with you because you've got me in some thing that we're talking about. And I'm like so into your thing, I miss the turn.
It's me. The whole fucking thing is me.
Don't get your shit together and my life will be so much better.
Oh my God.
But wait, let me finish. So you were like, turn up here. I was like, I know. Yeah, I know. Full of shit because I didn't know. And it was Waze that told me to turn there. So I just went, yeah, I know. And then you were like, okay, I just didn't know if you knew because this one goes all the way through. And then I copped to it. I said, I actually did not know. And It was Waze right
there's
there
a
that
change.
said turn right there.
Yeah.
And so I had known that I was going to turn there, and that I was riding the wave of that. I did know I was going to turn there because Waze told me, but I played it off as if I innately knew where to turn.
Right. And that's where you're clever because you almost never get lost and you almost always know where to turn.
Right.
So when you threw in the I know, I was like, oh, yeah, she always knows. Oh.
Totally didn't. But I copped
Although
to it.
sometimes you forget,
I copped to it.
you
though.
cop to it. So that one you
I was
cop
like,
to.
I'm full of shit. And then there was one here at the table yesterday where you had said something and you were so right and I did not know and didn't have that information and pretended
Was
I
it the
did.
flight thing? That flight?
No.
Okay.
No, it was something you told me to do and I was like, yeah, I'm going to blah, 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 blah. And it was like, didn't know. Totally invented my rightness in the moment. But it was about something inconsequential.
Amazing.
So I'm full of shit, but on dumb shit.
You're so fucking adorable. I love you so much. You are so fucking adorable.
I love
Give
you.
me a kiss. We are so glistening, both of us, and shiny. I can
Why
feel.
are we so shiny?
I just feel covered in a layer of.
I think we're in a
of
big
oily
white
sweat.
room, but you're not even sweaty. You just look oily. I probably look oily too.
For a while on the
Are the
podca-
lights different?
Yes.
Maybe they're oily lights
Moo has special
in a
oily
white
lights.
bounce room, so we're just extra shiny.
There's because I use often coconut oil on my face, and there was a period of time where I didn't connect that I was using it before podcasts, and there was a series of podcasts where I looked like I had dipped my face in gasoline and then come to the table to do a podcast until my friends were like, God, you're fucking oily, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the
They said that about the podcast or in life?
about podcast, not about
Oh,
life.
really?
Yeah,
Who told you that?
may have been Moo saying you're like a little oily. And I was like, oh,
Oily.
I use coconut oil on my face. You think that helps?
Do you know what I used to do?
What?
Because I grew up in a cul-de-sac with 4 boys across the street.
Yeah.
And there was a certain point, I don't know how old I was, maybe 9, where I suddenly realized I had hair on my legs. Like I became aware of my
Yeah,
body and I
yeah.
became aware of the differences between boys and girls.
Yes.
And I went, oh my God, I have hair. Ew, and it sticks out. Like I have hairy legs.
Oh shit.
And it's where you just go from being like a
li-
kid where you
yeah.
don't even notice
Yeah.
to like, ew.
Yeah.
Ew. Oh my God. But I was way too embarrassed to ask my mom about shaving because that meant I was going to be like a smelly woman.
Oh my
Like
God.
once you start shaving, you're like a woman. Ugh. And I was like, ugh. And but I had a problem.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to solve my
Yeah.
problem. And I was
Yeah.
about to go out and play basketball with the boys
Yeah.
because I was tomboy.
Yeah.
And but I was a girl. And I want hairy legs.
Right.
And I was like, fuck. And I remember spending like an hour in the bathroom trying to figure out how to solve this problem. And I decided to get Vaseline and slick them
Oh
down.
my God.
And
Amazing.
my whole goal was just, I didn't want hairs sticking out from my shins. So if they were, so my critical
Greased
eye,
down.
my critical eye was on, is my leg smooth?
Right.
Not on, they're now black. The hairs are black now from being greasy.
Shiny and greasy.
And lube legs.
And you look like
I had black smeared hair
Yes, yes.
lubed down on my shins. And then I was like, but my critical eye didn't even observe that it was like now black slimy hairs glued to my shin. It was, they're not sticking out from my legs, so I have smooth legs. It was
Oh
like the
my
wrong
God.
angle of critical view.
Totally. Isn't it amazing when we're young how things skew like the
Yeah, because you don't have a full spectrum of point of reference.
Yeah.
So you have such a myopic view of
Yes.
the solution.
When I was just becoming a teenager, I was the last guy to get any kind of fuzz on my hair. But the first
On your face?
what did I say?
Fuzz
on my
on your
Yeah,
hair?
fuzz on my face. But the first place to get it was a mole right here. Black hairs would
You don't
come.
even have a mole.
I do have a little mole right there. It's a little one, and it would get little black hairs out of it. So I was so excited by my hairs that were my little black
You were
hairs.
just
that were
happy there was hair. You didn't even realize it was coming
I
out
would
of a
let
mole.
the fucking mole hair grow, and I saw the only hair on my face was like 5 little black hairs sprouting out of a mole.
My God, where's your mole?
Well, it's
Is it underneath your? Move your
it's-
mic. I
it's-
can't see
It's
anything.
not like a big protruding one.
Is it this one up here? You mean?
I don't remember. Maybe that's the one. Anyway,
Trying
so that
to
was
find
it.
the mole through the beard hair.
That was the one. Yes, we do strange things as
So
a kid.
I don't. I feel like I'm still a kid with my spilling and my protesting. So
Kerfuffle fuck. I don't.
Kerfuffle fuck.
It's kerfuffle fuck.
Kerfuffle fuck.
And you're fucking amazing. And I don't know what to do. And if I could find, I don't know if it's me or if I take myself out of the equation. you'd still do it, but it seems like you do it when I'm not around or not. That has nothing to do
Well,
with
it's
it.
still in the air.
It's
I
you
think I
putting
need
it
a
on me.
divorce.
That's okay.
That's how I can take care of good stuff is if I divorce you.
Okay.
And then all my stuff will be beautiful.
I'm sure.
I'll keep my belongings well.
Yeah.
I'll treat others well.
Yeah.
Just got to get you out of the picture.
Good. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. That's a greater good, right?
yeah.
That's the better choice.
That's perfect.
That's the good solution.
I'll
It
just-
solves more things.
I'll just head on up to the spirit in the sky.